Hello, so I'm sitting here looking at this beautiful moon, and I've been feeling anxious because the lady didn't show up to do my intake, but she had spoken to my mom on the phone for an hour the day before, and they had all my information. So I don't know if they're gonna call me in the morning and just say come in, or if they're gonna call me tomorrow and say come in Tuesday, right? So I was feeling anxious about it, and then God brought me a sit here where I've never ever once sat on this other like little beachy area, but it's where every single duck is. And I grew up at my Nana's house when I was a kid, and there was a duck pond, and I got to see ducks all the time. And hold on one second. That's one of my favorite things about Geneva, is that everyone goes around playing music. I absolutely love that. I'm one of those people too that does that. I can't wear headphones, so I go around just playing my Christian station, right? So God led me here and just like reminding me how every single thing is exactly His will, His time, His way, right? And I could just have peace in knowing that I'm just walking exactly the way He wants me, and through the hard stuff, He's just right there going through it with me, as I'm crying out to Him, going through all that pain. He's just like right there, like, hey, we're doing this, and God is just so good. And in health, I never woke up feeling like every day was a gift. I woke up feeling like it's another day. I know exactly what I'm gonna do today. I knew all my responsibilities. Like, it was very robotic. I'm sorry, excuse me, it's very hard to breathe. Haven't been able to swallow anything. But, so it's just incredible to know, like, every single minute is exactly as God orchestrated it, and the exact minute I go into detox, it's exactly who He set up to be my nurses, exactly who He wants to be the doctors on staff. It's exactly like His hand on my life, and He's just so proud to be like, yes, daughter, we're in this together, and you're just walking by faith. And now in health, every day is the stop and smell the roses day. And every day I notice the moon and the sky and nature and the birds, and every single day now feels like a gift. And it's incredible because we all take things for granted every day, and we get stuck in this rat race, and we go through life and we forget like how beautiful everything around us is. And excuse me, I'm sorry. I have really bad like Parkinson's shakes now, and the drops and stuff. But I feel like I'm sitting here just in the Holy Spirit, in the moment, looking at the most beautiful moon over the most still water, just so close to Jesus. And this storm every day has been just such a blessing, and it's been really, really, really painful and really hard, and being broken down to literally nothing. And in the nothingness, when all you could do is look up, it's just this beautiful thing that happens, that all of a sudden you have this connection with Jesus, and he's like, hey, just stop, look around, and you realize, like, I was in paradise and I didn't even notice, I didn't appreciate it, I couldn't slow down. There are all these incredible people to have relationships with, but I was so busy and then so tired from work, and then being a single mom, and just the exhaustion of life, that these beautiful relationships right under my noses, excuse me, these beautiful relationships right under my nose, they would have just not been part of my life, right? And I get to have these beautiful moments of connection, meeting all these people that God just brings me on the beach, meeting all these people as I walk, meeting all the people and into the groups he brings me into. And excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. And hang on, sorry. Sorry, it's been really, my throat just constantly feels like it's choking itself. My breathing is so not there that she's not working out right. But look at this. Look at what I'm looking at. How good is our God? And how good is it that, he stopped me right in my tracks and retired me at 37. And was like, daughter, look at all the things you've been missing, right? I've been working so hard for so long, spending 19 years a single mom, supporting 3 people, always furthering my education, and getting into new careers and working my way up, right? To just give them the best life possible, but in doing so, I had to work so much to get myself into the position where I was a high earner, right? And that on top of then having 2 kids alone, there wasn't just a single moment to do anything. And I remember thinking to myself one day, like, wow, every day in my life I used to go outside no matter what and look at the moon, not do that anymore. And now every single day I get to look at the moon, and it's just captivating, and God just brings me into the now and into the trust walk and into the complete peace, that peace that passes all understanding of, like, yes, daughter, you're trusting me, you're doing this with me, I'm here with you through it all. And just to know wholeheartedly that I'm gonna be healed. And all I keep hearing, I'm gonna turn. I'm sorry, my vocals are always pretty. Look at that, how good it's got, right? So, yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. You know, all I think of all the time is just like, marvelous are your ways, Lord, you know. And I wrote this poem when I was completely unable to walk, and just seizures nonstop, and just like not knowing it, you know, what was going on, right? And I just had this moment of like complete clarity, and I wrote this, and I tried memorizing the words, and I sent it to my friend John, one of the best human beings I've ever known in my entire existence. And I was like, "Can you just sing this as a song and send it back to me?" So he did. And as I was going through the nonstop seizures and these crazy, insane things, I would play that song over and over and over and over a million times. And it was just my visualization that just got me out of it, right? Each line just meant something so near and dear to my heart. And now my mom's taking care of someone who does music, and he does blues, which is like my favorite style. I'm obsessed with New Orleans, and I just feel like God's gonna bring me there, and you know, I feel like I'll be doing some speaking there. I don't know yet what, but I just feel a real big draw there, so I just feel like that's part of my future. But I forgot what I was saying, I'm sorry. I've been exercising my body so much, so I'm having a lot of flare-ups. I'm sorry, I have no clue whatsoever what I was talking about. The more I work my body, the more my nerves just fire all over, and cognitively it's just like boop, you know, I'm all over the place. But God just stopped me dead in my tracks. And you know, it's crazy that they say sometimes you gotta lose your mind to find your soul, but in this case, you know, my mind completely separating from my nervous system and losing 100% control over my mind and body. I did find my soul, and I found love. I found a completely different relationship with my children, a beautiful, beautiful relationship, and the way my storms changed their life, and you know, the way they'll face storms and the way it's built their faith has been remarkable, right? And my little sister too, because she's always around, and I always see her every day. So it's just been this incredible thing that, you know, for my family, see me from going to from paralyzed from the neck down to a wheelchair to, you know, just boom, you know, my pastor and an elder at my church came over and prayed over me, and I've been walking every day since. And even though my body forgets a lot of times every day, there hasn't been one day yet I've stopped walking, you know. And God's just taken me through this remarkable journey of just connecting to life and my inner child and my inner, you know, my inner soul and happiness, and has just made all my dreams come true. And, you know, all I keep hearing is walk a mile in my shoes, and it has been this remarkable blessing to go through these things in my life that I never ever thought would ever happen in my life, right? After detoxing, because my body will be in craving the medicine so bad and in so much pain and going through so much withdrawal for months afterwards, and my nervous system will have to stop firing like crazy, and my body will have to regain control over that, and the seizures, right? And it's just getting off all those meds I've been completely reliant on since the day I've gotten sick, and letting God heal those parts. And you know, it's just that faith walk, and God's just given me this remarkable gift that I went from, you know, just doing life to loving life now, appreciating life, appreciating every single moment that I could walk and talk, you know, appreciating God for giving us Adam and for the perfect home that's all on one level. So, you know, in a walk and shower, just God put us in the perfect location that every single thing I could ever need, every single doctor, every single specialist, they're all right here in my exact hometown. And to have a neurologist that I could walk to across from my doctor's office that I could walk to when I can't drive is just incredible. And to have them just have shared files and be able to work together for a treatment plan, and to just have God led me to the perfect doctor, and open the door for a neurologist immediately through that doctor when I had another entire year list after still waiting a whole year to see a neurologist for the first time. So it would have been 2 years with no help, right? And to have it all right here in my town, and to now be at the point that after I detox from all these prescriptions I'm on, have my Christian brother from my church family, have a support group set up for me immediately to just get me through, not just having my doctors put me back on it, and not just taking the script when you still have full bottles of everything, when you're in that amount of pain, right? They just, it's a support group, and it's the same support groups as an AA support group or an NA support group, and I was someone that had been completely clean my whole life, and to then, because of a neurological condition and being put on so many meds, now that I'm walking into recovery and healing from God and I have to get off them, to have to go through detox and a whole recovery program, it's just amazing to see what that side of the world goes through, you know, to see what every single person that ever had to detox through any single prescription drug, any single street drug, just see the whole detox thing, experience it, needing that to support, not give in to going back on it when you're experiencing so much pain, right? But you have that group of people that understand. That's just amazing, and God's been orchestrating everything so perfectly. It's just been amazing. The moment I gave my life to God, July of 2024, to get this chronic illness, and just be walked through it and experience so much healing, and to now talk to people that have had this for so long and be able to lead them into healing and explain everyone the process and what to do, and what meds they're on that are hurting them, and the combinations that are counteracting with each other. And it's just amazing. I've gotten to walk through the shoes of people that experience schizophrenia and all that, through the 5 times I've gone through detox and this next detox, because this specific muscle relaxer gives you very bad hallucinations, and with the neurological condition, you experience all the symptoms very strongly. So detox becomes exceptionally hard because every nerve in your body is firing the whole time. But you're so close to God and you feel Him the entire time, and you just know He's there and with you, and you just experience His love in such a close way that when you're just at that point of like, oh my God, like my body is, you're going in another world, you're in so much pain, and you're just there with Jesus, and you're just like, God, and then He gets you through it, and He's just so proud, and it just keeps you on track for being exactly who He called you to be, and live the exact life He called you to live. And just know every single moment is just so perfectly orchestrated, and just feel such a sense of purpose, and just feel all this serendipity, and just like, God, you're blowing my mind. Every single day you're blowing my mind with the beauty you show me, the experiences I get to go through, being able to relate to like every single disease, every single disorder, it's just been incredible. I just keep hearing Walk a Mile Through My Shoes, and just really getting to walk a mile through the shoes of so many different things has been so eye-opening, and it's just it's been really, really great. I can't explain it. When you truly, truly surrender your life to God, like, there's just nothing better, and you might feel like you've lost everything. You might feel like you're falling and your life's going out of control, and, you know, everything's falling apart, and oh my God, and every single thing I worked so hard for is gone, and I can never work ever again, and you're just like, how did this happen? But then you're just like, you know, God, you showed me the most marvelous, marvelous things. Like, this was such a beautiful, beautiful gift. A beautiful gift, you know, experiencing what people that are in wheelchairs experience, and, you know, never knowing when you'll get out. So when you're in it, you're just like, oh, this is how it's like if you gotta go in the kitchen for anything. You can't see anything in the top shelf or grab anything. And I remember when I moved into my house, I had been in a wheelchair, and the first time I was able to stand up, it was just so weird seeing my, you know, cabinets from just a standing up position, and as I walked through the house, it was just so weird, you know. So weird just walking up and down the stairs, so weird that, you know, every single day I'm like, do I still walk? Do I still walk? And for a while, every day I'm like, is this temporary? And then just be walking every day since, and, you know, to just know everything is exactly as God wants it, you know. And I told him I'd say yes to everything, so now everything is just Holy Spirit led, exactly as it's meant to be. And like, look how beautiful all those bushes are, you know. To be able to really just love every single second you're in, and be in the moment, and have no responsibility weighing over you, no burden, no, you know, thinking about a career, thinking about schooling, thinking about anything, you know. It's just all in God's hands at this point. But also through it, then, you know, he brought us Adam, and it was just like, crazy are your ways, Lord, you know. So when you're busy making plans, you know, I always thought, like, I'd meet someone at work or whatever. I just did not think I'd meet someone when I could not stand or get myself to a bathroom, and was having seizures 75% of every day and could barely speak. And it was just someone I randomly was like, can I video call you right now? Who just happened to watch one of my videos and send me prayer hands. And I just happened to see he lived really close when I clicked on his thing. So I called him, and I was a blubbering fool, like, blah, 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 blah. And then he came over the next day, and, you know, been together ever since. And to just when the door in the house closed, to end up in, you know, the most perfect location and just the most beautiful place, and have every single thing we could ever want or need, and just, I don't know, it's incredible when all of a sudden you could just be thankful for every single moment of your life, you know, truly, truly, like, knowing every single moment is exactly as it's meant to be, you know, in complete surrender everywhere you live, you know, there's no thinking about where I'm gonna move in 10 years and retire and do this and that. It's just this being in the moment with Jesus and trusting, you know, if we go from one place, it's spirit-led and God will make it happen. And then if it's another place or this or that, like, we are where, you know, Jesus tells us all the time, and it's just beautiful. I'm gonna start walking back because it's getting, oh no. Oh boy. Oh crap. Takes a little while for my body to remember. Look at that. I've by all these pelicans, all these ducks. Look how close I was to all of them. You see that? Just sitting here, just down all these rocks that I now have to walk up all of them. I didn't plan this so well. Hang on, guys. Put up these rocks. That was just a beautiful, beautiful time. Hold on, I gotta climb. Oh my god, these rocks are really hard. And they all move. And I have no balance. Okay. Okay, I'm almost up. Almost up. Alright. We did it. I feel like... Okay, hold on. Let me figure out which way I live from here. I'm pretty sure it's this way. Yeah, so... It's just been remarkable. It's been remarkable since the day I surrendered my life to God. Remarkable, the way He healed me, the remarkable, you know, sorry, someone's calling me. Remarkable going through such like a severe, life-changing thing, and just being able to walk in the most faith, the most security, the most just freedom I've ever walked in my entire life. Like, hey, God, you got it. You know, every single day, every single moment, like, God, you know, you got it. It's yours. And to have that trust and that mountain-moving faith, and to be given a storm that gives you that, it's just so worth it. It's so worth it. It really is. I wouldn't take it back at all. And I still have a really, really, really long ways to go for being fully recovered. But just with how much I get to walk with Jesus and trust Him and love Him, and how real He's gotten to make himself to me through all this, and how much this whole thing has just deepened my soul and my compassionate empathy and understanding of so many different things. It's just been really, really great. Really, really great. When you walk through the fire, if you do it trusting Jesus and just knowing, like, God, you know, this is all you, you're just gonna be blown away by what he does inside of you, who he makes you, how he changes your life, you know, how he changes your soul, how he just, like, makes every single moment of your life feel like a gift, like a complete, amazing gift that you just find yourself every moment be like, God, thank you, you know? I can't even imagine feeling more thankful for God than I do right now. You know, I gotta get off the phone because I actually don't know where I am. This is a completely different spot. Alright, bye.